Why is Josh Taylor still at 140? Let's talk.
Straighter, not roundhouse right hand.
And that's what we've been talking about. The straight shot is the one where he gets leverage on it.
I don't want to kill somebody
back
for
a little
few
bit.
seconds.
Nah, I want a body on my record.
Now, I want to see you fight motherfuckers. I do. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you. As long as you're trying to fight the great, the best competition.
Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we're there. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we're there. Yo, it's the best, fight the best. If you ain't with the moto, just click the link, bitch, and get buried like the rest. It ain't gonna work how you want it. These trolls already tried, too many come but don't leave. So if you here, you gotta die. I'm spitting straight facts. These bitches crying cause they hate that. The LDBC's the top topic, bitch, hate that. We the ones that bring the truth to these fans. So why you hate, I'ma laugh and keep counting these bands. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link, get the dance. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you.
Welcome to the graveyard.
Josh Taylor, the Tornado. You have done everything you needed to do at 140. You are undisputed and you defended it. Now, I believe you lost to collateral damage, but so what? You got it's a dub on your resume. You got a dub on your resume. Why are you still at 140? You are the undisputed champion of the world. You can move up and become the WBO mandatory right now. That is a bigger fight against Terrence Crawford, and if you beat him, you have a fight with Errol Spence set up for undisputed. You have two big bags, but yet you are sitting at 140 with an umbrella protecting yourself from the rain. Could it be that if you move to 147, and Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford actually fight each other, could it be that you have to fight Jerome Boots Ennis? Could that be? Could it be that the WBC or somebody mandates you to fight Boots Ennis for a vacant title or fight Virgil Ortiz for a vacant title? Could that be the case? Just ask it. Could you be mandated to fight? Are you waiting for that so you can be mandated to fight Stannis Baratheon for the vacant WBA? Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? Or could you be waiting to fight David Avanesian for the vacant WBC? What are we doing? What's the plan here? You became undisputed. The goal was you become undisputed, and then you fight Terrence Crawford. That's what Bob Arum said. That's what Terrence Crawford said. That's what all the Bud Dick Rogers said. Oh, no, it's not just Errol Spence. We got another big fight, too. Terrence Crawford's got multiple big fights. If Errol Spence ducks him, he can fight Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor's just as big. Yeah, he can go fight in the UK, and yeah, two undisputed champions against each other. Yeah, an undisputed 140 going to 147 against an undisputed 140. Yeah, this is a big fight. That's what y'all were saying. So where's all the hoopla now? Where's all that now? So Josh Taylor just gets a pass. I had this same man I had on my pound for pound. He just gets a pass now. That's just it. That's just it. No problem. No worries. That's all right. You're good. You get a pass. Nothing. Everything's just fine. Just no worries. No problem. So Josh Taylor is undisputed and then dropping his belts. You vacate the WBA. You vacate the WBC. You now only hold the IBF and WBO belts. What are you doing? You just going to vacate them all and then try to win them again? What's the fucking plan here? There is no one at 140 right now, nobody, for you to fight to get the bag that you're going to get fighting Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence. Nobody. I mean, you can have you can get a bag if you fight Tank Davis. You'll definitely get a bag, and you will get obliterated. If Tank moves up to 140 and fights you, you'll get a bag. It won't be as big as Tank's, or maybe it will, but you'll get a bag if Devin moves up and fights you. You'll get a bag then. If Devin moves up and fights, you'll get a bag. You'll get a bag versus Devin. You'll get a bag versus Tank. You'll get a bag versus two little niggas moving up. Where is the pressure on Josh Taylor to move up? Niggas is out here pressuring Devin Haney like oh, Devin, listen, you undisputed now, nothing left for you to do. Why don't you go to 145 Gary Antoine Russell, man? You go to 140. Devin Haney, you go to 145 Gary Antoine, man. Gary Antoine Russell's there. Gary Antoine Russell just fight Gary Antoine Russell. Why you at 140 still, man? It's crazy you still at 140, man. Hey, listen, bro, Tank don't want to fight you. All right, man, ain't nobody want to fight you, bro. Go ahead and fight Bozo, get the fuck out of here, go to 140. If you want to go to 140. That's what everybody's telling me. Devin goes to one. Well, where's the same pressure for Josh Taylor? This nigga was undisputed already. He's been there for a year. What are we doing? He beat Jose Ramirez last year sometime. It's been over a year. The nigga already defended undisputed. He won it, defended it, and has since vacated 2 belts and still fighting at 140. Why is he still there? No pressure from anybody? Nobody cares. Nothing. Okay, so that's cool. So then why is everybody mad if Devin's saying I'm going to vacate my belts to fight Tank? I'll vacate my belts to fight Tank. Why is that a problem? Y'all don't have that same energy with Josh Taylor, so why is it a problem with Devin? Why is it a problem? Oh, man, why Devin got to vacate his belt, man? Devin got to vacate. Why don't Devin just move up? He's undisputed. He could just move up and fight any one of the champions. Just move up. He can move up, become the mandatory. Is that what Josh Taylor is waiting on? Is Josh Taylor waiting on a little nigga to move up and become his mandatory? Is that what it is? Josh Taylor's waiting on Devin Haney? He's waiting on a little nigga to move up? Oh, man, Devin Haney's big, man. Devin Haney's he said he's big. He said he's moving up anyway. Devin Haney said he's struggling to make the weight. Well, didn't Josh Taylor say he beat up Ugas in sparring? Didn't he say that? Didn't Josh Taylor say he beat him up? Didn't Josh Taylor say, listen, man, Ugas, oh, man, I beat Ugas up. Ugas ain't nothing. I mean, he's a good fighter, but he can't beat me. Didn't he say that? Wasn't Josh Taylor sizing up Terrence Crawford when Terrence Crawford went to the UK? For whatever fucking reason? Wasn't they sizing him up? When people talk about, oh, man, look how big Josh is. Big Josh. Josh is so much bigger than Terrence Crawford. Look at that. Look at his size, so much bigger. Well, then move up and fight him. What's the problem? What's the problem? Josh Taylor can throw a monkey wrench in the Errol Spence. Y'all want Errol Spence to fight Boots, don't you? Oh, man, fight Boots. You got to fight your IBF mandatory. Fight Boots. Oh, Boots, you scared of Boots. You run for Boots, ducking for Boots. Okay, cool. Well, tell Josh Taylor to move up and jump into the party. Tell him to move up and jump into the party and fight Terrence Crawford. Bob Arum, you listen, man. We ain't fucking with Terrence Crawford no more, man. Fuck Terrence Crawford. He can't sell. Terrence Crawford left. So what we gonna do? Get the belt back. Get the belt back. Get the WBO belt back in the Top Rank house. Or did you just not believe that Josh Taylor could beat this man at all? Because Josh Taylor right now has a silver bullet for the guy that you say can't sell and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Your guy, your top rank fighter, Josh Taylor, your top rank NBT fighter, Josh Taylor, can fight Terrence Crawford and take the WBO belt and bring it back to the top-ranked stable. So Errol Spence has to work with Josh Taylor for undisputed. What's the problem? And while EJ is waiting for Terrence Crawford to fight Josh Taylor, or the WBO jumps in and strips Terrence Crawford, yeah, because they can do that. This is your Mando. Josh Taylor is your mandatory. You will fight Josh Taylor. If the WBO can put pressure on Terrence Crawford to make the undisputed fight with Errol Spence, yeah, you have this amount of time. This is your time period. You will fight Errol Spence in this particular time. If you do not, you will have to fight Josh Taylor. Top Rank and the WBO can force this fucking fight for undisputed. Because Errol Spence just say, listen, bro, fuck you, Josh Taylor. It's not happening. I'm fighting Terrence Crawford. Yeah. Now, I know that he was undisputed and can become anybody's mandatory if he moves up. I know this. But you guys are the ones telling me, no, BFTB, that's not how it works. No, BFTB, it doesn't work that way. No, it doesn't work. No, it's only like that in the WBO. That's the only section of the body that works is WBO. It only works that way. Okay, cool. Fine. So then Josh Taylor, the IBF and WBO champion at 140, can move up to 147 and become the mandatory to Terrence Crawford right now. Terrence Crawford, you just fought Sean Porter in your mandatory. Cool. You every WBO champion who is not the heavyweight champion has a mandatory every 9 months. You fought Sean Porter in what? May? No, you fought him in November. November of last year. Okay. December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. August is your new mandatory Josh Taylor. We're in July right now. You have 90 days to negotiate your undisputed fight with Errol Spence. If it is not negotiated in 90 days, you will fight Josh Taylor or you will be stripped. And it will go right back into the fucking top-ranked family because Josh Taylor will fight for a vacant WBO title against some fucking top-ranked bum. But y'all don't want to talk about that, though. So Josh Taylor just allowed just to sit around and do nothing. When Josh Taylor and Top Rank can force undisputed. Yeah, they can force undisputed right now. Right now. Now, not tomorrow, now. That man fought in November. His 9 month is August, which means that if Josh Taylor declares that he's going to 147 right now, in September, they will tell Terrence Crawford, you have 90 days. You have until the end of the year to fight Errol Spence. That will give that will put all kind of pressure on Terrence Crawford, and it will give Errol Spence all kinds of leeway. Isn't Terrence Crawford suing Bob Arum? Isn't he suing Bob Arum? It's not. Hey, I'm not shitting on Terrence Crawford. If I'm Bob Arum, I ain't shitting on him. This is my fighter's right. This is Josh Taylor's right as the WBO champion. That's what y'all say. Oh, no, BFTB, it's not in all of them. It's just the WBO. And I know otherwise, but whatever. Terrence Crawford's suing me. Okay. This is my fighter in Josh Taylor, the WBO champion at 140. We have already said he's moving up to fight Terrence Crawford. We said that a year ago, 2 years ago. Okay, well, now he's moving up. Terrence Crawford has his mandatory obligation will be called in September. 9 months is up in August. In September, his Mando will be called. It can be Josh Taylor, but yet this motherfucker is just sitting at 140 doing nothing. Bob Arum is all in the right now. He can fuck the whole shit up. Terrence Crawford don't sell. Terrence Crawford, you're suing me, no problem. You will fight Josh Taylor. I'm fucking up all your shit. I'm fucking up everything. I'm throwing a monkey wrench in everything. You will fight Josh Taylor. And you're fighting him in the UK. You're fighting Josh Taylor and you're fighting him in the UK. Because I'm going to win the purse bid. Nigga, who's bidding on you? Who's bidding on you're gonna have to fight him. If Josh Taylor moves up and becomes a Mando and you haven't signed to fight Errol Spence, you will fight Josh Taylor. You will. Or you will be stripped. And Errol will be fighting Josh Taylor for Undisputed. Take your pick. Take your pick. Yeah, take your pick. So I'm going to win the purse bid because who the fuck is bidding on this? Who's bidding? I'm winning, and you're fighting in the UK. Yeah. You're fighting in the UK. Now, let's just say Al Heyman bids on that and throws it in there that if I win this bid, let's go ahead and chop your motherfucking paycheck by a third. At least you'll be able to fight in America. And then you'll be able to fight Errol Spence. So you can fight Josh Taylor in America, and then you'll fight Errol Spence. But right now, Bob Arum ain't doing shit, and Josh Taylor is just sitting there. He's got a silver bullet to the bag to either Errol or Terrence. But he's not doing shit, and nobody's saying a word. Nobody's saying a word. Josh Taylor is just allowed to just skate under the radar. Ain't nobody saying nothing. They ain't doing shit. He's just chilling. Fucking pathetic. And y'all want to tell me that there's no racism in boxing? Oh, man, no racism in boxing. You're full of shit. BFTB. Shout to the mighty LDBC. And I'm out.